Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for sparing your own time out to check out my thoughts, as I got an early screening thanks to my mobile provider of Sky. For hooking this up for free, I got to check out The Penguin Lessons, and this stars Steve Coogan. This is directed by Peter Cattaneo, and he is mainly and famously known for The Full Monty. If you've never seen The Full Monty, probably an English classic, English staple to say the least. And essentially this is inspired by true events. It focuses on Steve Coogan's character of Tom Michell, who is an English teacher set in the backdrop of 1976 in Argentina. He takes a job in Argentina, of course being an English teacher to an all-boys school. While he's there, he is this kind of broken man, but he's got a hard shell, so you can't really tell from the exterior of his personality that that is the case. However, he rescues a penguin from the beach, and when he rescues this penguin, it changes his life for the better. And I'll kind of leave it there because there's a lot that goes into this. It's not just a simple story of rescuing this penguin, and that's it. There is more themes at the helm. I'll touch on a few of those as I go along in the review, because I think it's very important to touch on those so you can kind of get a little bit of a gist of what to expect if you decide to check this one out in cinemas or on streaming. So once I got home, what did I ultimately think of this movie, and would I actually watch it again? So two really important questions. So firstly, let's touch on what my thoughts were of the movie. I think that this is a cute, heartwarming time, right? I'm not going to sit here and say that this is going to make my top 10 list at the end of the year, but nor is it going to make the top 10 worst list of the year. It's basically in the middle of those, a nice sandwich between the two, I guess you could say. I definitely think Steve Coogan does a good job here. I don't think it's his best performance that he's ever delivered, but he definitely plays the role well, and it's nice to see how his personality starts to change as the movie progresses, all thanks to Juan Salvador, who is the penguin. So I really enjoyed that aspect, and the kind of more humanity side of him and his personality starts to come out, and he starts to open up, and we learn a little bit about his past and why he is a broken character with this hard shell exterior that no one really knows why he is like that. So give the movie props where it's due for that, because I do believe this is based on a 2016 memoir by Tom Michell, I believe of the same name. But transparency, I've never read that book, so I can't tell you if this is completely accurate or they missed little bits out here or there, or they changed little bits either. The movie is competently shot with its cinematography. Did I feel like this was the 1976 in Argentina? Not necessarily, I'll be quite frank. The opening scene where they use, it feels like kind of like stock footage or archival footage that they use. That part, yeah, absolutely. But throughout, you can kind of tell it's modern filmmaking set with a backdrop of the 1976. Not necessarily a bad thing as such, but I guess at times you could also say it kind of feels like people in cosplay in a period piece movie, right? So take that as you will, and if that kind of works for you, or if it doesn't. The star of the show is absolutely the penguin. It is absolutely adorable. As I say, I'm a huge animal lover, so I was a sucker for this. I will say at the end I did shed a tear, but there is a little bit of a negative to that as well. As I say, when I was watching this, there was some good, cute family moments. There was also some not so much family moments, and there was actually some good moments of humour, which I also really enjoyed, and I actually got some good chuckles as well. And the people that I saw with this in the cinema, with this being a free showing, it was a packed showing, and it was really cool because a lot of other people were laughing and chuckling also at those moments. So, you know, this movie has a little bit of something for everyone. But if I'm going to touch into the negatives, my main issue with The Penguin Lessons is this movie has far too much going on for it than it wants to. But also, I appreciate that it's based on a memoir, but it feels like it's got a lot to say, or it's trying to tackle a lot of subjects, but it doesn't give the audience enough time to fully invest them in those subjects. So at one helm, you've got Tom Michell rescuing this penguin, and of course changing his lifestyle, adapting to this new situation which he is not used to, while also trying to balance his job of being an English teacher with having kind of relentless and rebellious students who's not really listening to him. So that's the first story you've got. Then you've also got the whole point of the military dictatorship in Argentina at the time, and something happens with one of the side characters where that plot line and the politics gets involved as well. So you've also got that at the helm. And then in the meantime, you've also got a lot of students it focuses on, or different characters come into the play and the fold, and it just gives you like so many different characters they try to get you to care about, but they just don't flesh out these two storylines. Yes, as I mentioned, I did shed a tear with the penguin element. I think anyone who is an animal lover will, I'll be quite frank with you, but I just wish the other stories were fully fleshed out, or this had a little bit of a longer runtime to really truly care, because when it starts to hit kind of like a really deep emotional moment, we cut the scene and then we get something brand new thrown at us. So it doesn't really let the audience have time to breathe, digest what they've just seen, like, you know, like let the tears hit, because when I did shed them tears, I was like, oh, okay, so we've kind of moved on now, we've got this like other scene here, and that's kind of like the wrap up. So it just feels as if there's just too much going on for what it actually kind of really needed to do, or they didn't flesh it out enough and give us a longer runtime to fully compel us with both kind of main overarching themes of the movie to fully buy into it. So with the Penguin Lessons, would it be a one that I'd watch again? I'll be quite frank, probably not. No, not to say it's a bad movie. I do think that this will connect with an audience, and I really hope it does. But for me personally, would I sit down and watch this again? Nah, probably not. But it's not a bad movie overall. So I would give it like a 2.5 out of 5 stars. Have you seen The Penguin Lessons? Are you going to check it out? Does this even appeal to you? Let me know down below in the comment section so we can continue the discussion down there. All I ask, guys, as well, is just I appreciate if you give the video a thumbs up. It really just helps me and be sent for me to go in the YouTube algorithm to say, hey, look, YouTube, I like this guy's content. I do want to give a big shout out to all my awesome Patreons who help to support the channel. If you want to join Patreon, you can today by the link down below in the description box for only £2 per month. Now, in the meantime, if you haven't seen these videos of mine, well, hey, you might be brand new here, you've not seen them before. Maybe you're returning, but you maybe missed out on those. Click over here, have a bit of a deep dive. Till next time, now to see you guys, I'll be seeing you later.